Good Friday evening, everybody. This is March the 8th, is that right? I have a hard time keeping up with what day it is anymore. So we are headed down to Charlotte, North Carolina, actually just south of Charlotte, on the state line, in fact, North and South Carolina. And on Interstate 85 now, if it looks like we're moving along about 30 miles an hour, that's because we're moving along about 30 miles an hour.
Nobody's in a hurry. Heading
into Charlotte on a Friday night, right after rush hour, is just not fun, but it is what it is. Anyway, this is opening day at where?
Carowinds.
Carowinds. Now, last year we had season passes to Dollywood. We made, I think, 7 videos at Dollywood last year, and that's plenty for a year. So we decided to do a little something different this year. I know that's probably going against the grain of what a lot of other YouTubers. I think today was also pass holder day at Dollywood.
I think it was.
We're not there this year. We did not renew our passes, and that was probably more me than it was her. We had a good time, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I honestly just want to do something different this year. And also, we like to go to Gatlinburg without feeling like we have to go to Dollywood every time. And that was kind of the situation last year. We wanted to get money's worth out of the passes, and I believe we did that. I think we made 9 trips. Is that correct?
I think so, yeah. Because we didn't record every single time.
And we counted 7 videos, so I must not have recorded every time. But anyway, just wanted to do something a little different this year. Carowinds is closer to home to us. We're just a little over an hour, about an hour and 15 minutes away from Carowinds. So I've only made 1 video there, and that was Christmas before last, I think. And it's really nice at Christmas time. So tonight, this is not going to be a long video, just going to show you a little bit of the park. It actually is split in half by North and South Carolina, and there's a line that goes through there showing you which state you're in when you're in Carowinds. So we're going to go in here tonight. Not there yet, but we only have a few hours. Actually, you were telling me pass holder day, it didn't even open till 4 p.m.
4 p.m. and I had to work till 5. So and then of course the drive down here in Charlotte traffic.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's only
it's going to be going on 7 by the time we get in the door.
Yeah. So we just figured come down for a few hours.
Yeah. Plus we were down in Charlotte for another reason anyway. We're picking up our son's dog to watch for 2 weeks, I think now.
Our grand puppy.
Yeah. So anyway. Looking forward to this year doing something a little different, making a couple of videos maybe from Carowinds as they have different events throughout the year. We will be going back to Dollywood. I don't want you to think we're done with Dollywood. We will go back. Just like I say, we made a lot of trips there last year. And there's only so many videos you can bring of the same things over and over. We did try to show you the seasons and the different festivals that they would have and the different types of food offered. I don't even know if Carowinds does different types of food seasonal. I don't know. I know they do have different events like for the fall and Christmas. So anyway, that's what we're doing tonight. Got a really good supper review tomorrow. It's local to us, but I'm excited about it. Been wanting to go here for a while, so you'll be seeing that in a separate video. So we've kind of stayed around home. Well, we did go to Virginia last weekend, but we've been local here for a couple of weeks now.
Yeah, we haven't been back to Gatlinburg since
January. Was it? No, we went once in January.
Oh, okay, because it seems like it's been so long, and we were talking about it the other day.
It does
just seems like it's been so long.
Yeah, but we did go back in January, I'm pretty sure.
That's right, we did, yeah.
I couldn't even tell you where we ate. But I know we did. Yes, that's correct. Holiday. So how can I forget? That's how I got my baseball.
Yeah.
So, which I'm still excited to have. So yeah, but we're going to Charlotte tonight. We're going to be in Charlotte a lot this summer. So anyway, somebody's revving their engine. I guess y'all heard that.
Tired of waiting, I think.
Yeah.
There he is.
So, all right. So anyway, more to come. Okay, so we are almost at Carowinds. You can kind of see some of the bigger roller coasters out there to the right. The one thing, in some ways, going to Carowinds is going to be easier on us. Again, it's not as far of a drive at all. But the one thing that's going to be a little bit harder that we really liked about Dollywood is that Dollywood has the pet boarding kennel.
Yes.
As y'all know, we generally travel with pets, and even leaving them at our house, we're an hour and a half away from Carowinds. If we come all day, we got nobody to really go in and walk them or anything.
Check on them, yeah.
So we usually try to bring them places. We don't have them tonight because we're going to be here just a few hours.
Yeah.
We did leave them at home. But Carowinds no longer has a pet boarding set up, and Dollywood has a great one. We did a separate review on that.
Yeah, Doggywood.
Yeah. So right here, if you look to the left right here, we actually enter into South Carolina right here. Carowinds actually sits astride the state line. So we just entered into South Carolina. And when we're in the park, we're going to be back and forth between both states. So there will be some times this summer that what we're going to do, there's several motels right here off the Carowinds exit. So we're going to probably be, we decide to come down here for a Saturday, we're probably going to come down here on a Friday night, maybe go to the park that night, get a room, a pet-friendly room, and then go to the park some that Saturday and go back and check them.
Yeah.
That would probably be our best bet there. I do see a roller coaster running, the one that used to be the Intimidator.
Oh, yeah, see it.
And it was intimidating, let me tell you. And that is something about Carowinds. There's several roller coasters here that are much bigger than anything Dollywood has.
Yeah, this is more thrill-seeking roller coaster.
Yeah, they got the Fury 325, and it's called that because it's a 325-foot initial drop.
I got quite a few lanes like Dollywood.
Yes, they do. So you can see some of the roller coasters here. The one you see with the red lights, that is formerly the Intimidator. It has been renamed, and I don't know to what. And there in front of you is the Fury 325.
Look at it, it's going straight up.
And it's going up, and that's an initial 325-foot drop. Since we're heading that way, we might as well watch it. Let me try to zoom up on that. There she goes. Now, it don't look that bad from the ground, but let me tell you, it is rough.
When you're up there.
I got talked into getting on that thing Christmas before last, and the camera that I'm actually recording this video segment now, I was trying to debate on, they won't let you hold it loose. I was trying to debate on what to do with it, and the girl said stuff it down your shirt, so I did. As we went off that first hill, it came up from my stomach up to my neck, and I had to put my hand around my neck to hold the camera there. It would have flown out. But that's a pretty intimidating roller coaster. Now, I am actually standing with my right foot in North Carolina and my left foot in South Carolina. So, right here on the state line, right by the sign, you see both flags flying, North Carolina and South Carolina flag.
Be careful, watch your step.
So there's the famous needle point. I've always liked riding that. It just takes you up slowly and it rotates. You're inside, climate controlled, and you can see views of the whole area. You can see way down into South Carolina. You can also see the skyline of Charlotte. So maybe if that's in operation, I haven't seen it go up yet, but if that's in operation, maybe we'll try to go on that tonight. All right, here's the Nighthawk. It does not appear to be running tonight on opening day, so I guess that's Carowinds' version of the Lightning Rod at Dollywood. So it does not appear to be running. Our son, who is with us tonight, working there with Shaughnessy, he's wanting us to get on what used to be the Intimidator. I want to ride the Copperhead. That's actually my favorite roller coaster here, is the Copperhead Strike. So this is Harmony Hall. That's kind of like a neat little indoor thing. They got several food vendors in there. They actually have live music. I do remember that back at Christmas. So that's a good dining option if you're here. I think you can get different things at different booths, if I remember right. Yeah, barbecue, Italian food, and the Red Rooster Grill. If you want a cheeseburger, you go right in there to Harmony Hall and they'll fix you right up. I have not decided if I'm actually going to get on this roller coaster or not. I've done it one time, and it like to scare me to death. When I was a kid, I'd ride anything, but I don't know. As I've gotten older, I've developed a little bit of more cautious mindset. That's the way I want to say it. I'm concerned, I probably will get on it sometime this year. It's not the first day right after the season opens. That ain't enough restraint to hold me in there. I want something that comes down over my shoulders.
Check 51.
Alright, so we're getting ready to take off here. Again, this was the Intimidator. I've already forgotten what it's called. Thunder Strike, I think. So, Shaughnessy and our son are riding it. We barely see him behind those two gentlemen there. Alright, there we go.
Please sit in an upright seating position, facing forward with your back and shoulders against the seat back. Please hold on to your handlebar until the end of the ride. Thank you, and enjoy your ride on Thunder Strike.
Comes to a point of push up on the right back or release your seat. Buckle riders, please brace all loose diagonal articles inside of wide bends.
There they go.
Skis, walls, bags.
And they have arrived safely. Actually, that might not even be their car. Yeah, it is. And she looks all in one piece.
I don't remember being airborne so many times.
Airborne, so you come out of your seat?
A lot.
See, that's what I can't handle. I want to stay in my seat the whole time. The idea of coming out of it just does not appeal to me. Now, this is probably my favorite store in Carowinds. This is the Camp Snoopy store. And look at that. They even tell you the elevation. I don't doubt you can make that out, but we're at 638 feet above sea level. Bottom of that sign says. So they got all kinds of peanuts here, and who doesn't like peanuts? If you grew up in my era, you grew up with Charlie Brown, Snoopy, Linus. Awesome. You remember that Charlie Brown was always going to kick the football, and Lucy would pull it out from under him. He'd fly through the air and land on his back. You can even get you a Charlie Brown t-shirt or a tumbler. I kind of like that. Or a hat.
See the frame?
Oh yes, I do. That's when they made real cartoons, folks. Look at that. All kinds of stuff. Change purses.
Look, here's an actual.
Snow cone machine. Goodness, pizza cutters. What's that, a cookie cutter? Or... No, it's not a cookie cutter. I don't even know what shape that's supposed to be. That is a silicone breakfast mold. Before the season's over, I'm going to have to get me something from this store. I don't know what yet, but something. There you go, Snoopy. We'll back up from that just a little bit.
This doesn't seem to fit the modern spirit. I don't care.
We're actually playing the Charlie Brown Christmas episode now.
This is the music I selected for the Christmas play.
Peppermint Patty, Franklin, Pigpen,
What kind of Christmas music?
Charlie Brown, Snoopy, Sally, Lucy, Lina, Schroeder, I mean. Oh, see Linus. Where's Linus? If you're in the mood for Chinese food, they got a Panda Express here. A lot of rides tonight are just not running. So they've got Leonard's Italian food. So Chick-fil-A used to be here. So just trying to show a little bit of what all's here. So as of April of last year, our son has informed us, this is the new part of the park. It's like an aviation theme. So I guess some aviation themed rides. It's called, I guess, Nautica Landing. That's what it's called. So over here, it looks like a very modernized version of an old ride, the bumper cars. Who don't enjoy bumper cars? There's a lot of bumper cars in there. That looks kind of fun. There goes the Afterburner. That's a cool ride. We'll be riding that. Now this plane, our son informs us, was not here last time we were here. I swear I remember it, but maybe not. I don't know. Hey, what was there before? Was it an old pickup truck then? Or maybe a green pickup truck there?
Nah, you've never been in this park.
I walked through here.
They had the theater there, but the rest of this was undeveloped.
Alright, anyway, they evidently had a problem with this ride, so that's pretty fast now. This is what it looks like. They're doing a test run now. We like to handle that. But apparently it got stuck. The guy just told us he was stuck on it for about 15 minutes. And he was up high. So. What gets me is there's more restraint on this one than there is that big roller coaster earlier. I just feel better when something's down over my shoulders like that and also coming up into my stomach. But this one seems to have more restraint than the other one. Okay, here's the Afterburn. We're going to ride it. That was your first ride here when we came in 2015 for the first time. So this is a pretty neat ride. This is, I remember my favorite ride here called the Copperhead Strike. Pretty intense roller coaster. I don't even remember why I liked it. We were here Christmas of 2022. What did we like about this one?
It was just fun. It was new. It seemed like it was smooth.
Yeah, I remember it didn't beat you to death like some of them do. So I'll give you a look at that. We're not allowed to record actually on the ride. But it's got a lot of twists and turns and loops and corkscrews and all kinds of things like that. So we're walking in there now. Our son is actually going to hold her little handbag. This one here, I don't understand it. Some of the rides here have bins to put your personal stuff. All of them at Dollywood do, but this one doesn't.
He was explaining to me
They want you to rent a locker.
that the reason they don't is because the cars are not that long, and he's saying something about the turnaround, get people on and off and stuff. I don't know, I don't understand that.
But just like if you want to ride this ride, if you don't have another arrangement or somebody to watch your stuff, you got to buy a locker just for that. And that's kind of...
If you're carrying stuff.
If you're carrying stuff. But at Dollywood, every single ride has a place to put your personal stuff. There's some fertilizer. Now, this is quite a walk to get to this ride. You get to go by a lot of little outhouses and cabins and
Tractor.
yeah, vintage stuff along the way, but this is probably the fortunately there's no line, but this is probably about the longest I ever had to walk to get to a roller coaster. Well, got a lot of little things to look at along the way. There's the spring house. Got some old car, old tractor. So Chauncey wanted the back car.
To see if it's like Big Bear at Dollywood.
The Big Bear, the back car is the one you want to be in. But I remember this ride being pretty intense, but pretty fun.
Yes.
So, and here comes ours. So you ready to get snake bit?
I am.
Okay, just got off the Copperhead Strike. I said going on that was my favorite ride here. I don't remember why that would have been. I've apparently aged a little bit in the last 15 months because I don't like to come out of my seat. That's the first thing that happens on that ride. Right as you take off, you come out of your seat.
Yeah, you do a lot.
And then you do a lot more, and that was a lot more intense than I remember it. So
We'll be riding it more.
I'm sure we will, but I wasn't prepared for it. I didn't remember it being as intense as it was. What'd you think?
I loved it. I thought it was fun.
So we're making our way over to Fury 325. Again, that's 325-foot initial ascent and drop. So they're going to ride it. I'm going to record. There's the Jukebox Diner. That looks like maybe some kind of retro burgers and fries place. So we are almost here to the Fury 325. And this is probably the most intense thrill ride here. I did get on it last time we were here 15 months ago. I will probably get on it at some point this year, just not going to be tonight. We're kind of getting pushed for time, so I want to get some recording of her doing it. Okay, so this was rated, this is what I was trying to remember earlier, best steel roller coaster the following years. Many of those consecutive years, it looks like 2020 was left out. But 7 times, this has been voted the best steel roller coaster. And of course, no loose articles. This is as far as they would let me go since I'm not riding. So I'm holding a pink handbag tonight. I will go over the rules and regulations. Do not ride this if you have back trouble, heart trouble, high blood pressure, neck trouble, if you're pregnant, or if you recently had surgery. And there she goes. She should be on that one somewhere, I guess. One thing I do not like about roller coasters is the initial ascent as you get higher and higher. That one's actually pretty quick though. I don't like it when it goes up slow. You hear it cheep, cheep, cheep all the way up. That one's getting up there pretty fast. I remember riding that 15 months ago and just, it was pretty scary. I'm not a heights person. There it goes. So, she should be coming back. I'm only assuming that's her ride. I didn't see her. She's been gone about that amount of time. So, okay, they have disappeared. I don't know where they are now. Okay, now I see something. Should be getting back anytime. There we go. Let's see if I was correct. That's her ride. Still don't see them. It's 4 across. They might be on the inside car. I don't know. Maybe that's them going. Alright, so it is getting their closing time. This will be our final ride of the night. There it is. This is called the Flying Cobras. And we are about to witness death-defying climbs, loops, and drops as we maneuver through the clouds at remarkable speed, and we're going to do a Cobra roll. Alright, let's see if it takes our breath away like it says. So let's head in here to the 2 Cobras. And obviously, they do not let us record on the rides. I don't know if I would anyway, because I would not want to risk losing the camera or it flying and hitting somebody. So that's why the only rides we're recording each other on is ones where one of us is not riding it. So, but I think this one here, we go backwards a little bit. I don't really remember. It's been a long time since we've ridden this one. All right, so what did you think of the Flying Cobras?
I didn't really care for it going up because you can't see when it's actually going to stop. But riding it, it's like I start getting dizzy kind of feeling there.
That one was probably the most dizzy.
And then once you get up to the top, your eyes are like jumping and then going backwards. Then it's like you're really dizzy.
What I'm going to do, since we couldn't record our own ride, if these people are going to get on, I am going to record what this ride does and let you see this. It's by no means the biggest ride here, but that was just different. You go forward, and now you start off going backwards, and you go forward again, then you go backwards. And by the time you're done, you about can't stand up. So, first thing you do is you back up that hill. You get like a big fast run and go, then you come down that hill at lightning speed. You come through here, then you go through all that, and then you reverse and do it backwards. So, I want to see what that actually looks like. Okay, so here it goes backwards first of all. I'm going to have to really move the camera quick because once it gets to the top of that hill, which seems like it takes forever when you're actually on the ride. Yeah, we were in that blue car going up. And there's only 2 people on the ride now. There's 8 or 10 when we were just on it. Looks like there's 5 or 6 more waiting. Once it reaches the top, it's going to come down with some speed behind it.
You're going to drop in 3, 2, 1.
Here they come. They're going to do that same thing again in reverse. Now, I will be honest with you, I don't know what it looks like because my eyes were shut at that point. The sensation was bad enough, my eyes were shut. I actually opened them one time, that's how I realized we were going in reverse. I did not know it. And there she is. That was a pretty neat ride.
It was.
Alright, so the last thing we're going to do tonight, and then we're going to head home, is this Carolina Sky Tower. I called it the Needle Point earlier, that's what I always called it, but it's actually called the Carolina Sky Tower. So we're going to be going all the way up there in this little rotating inside observation deck, and you get some really nice views of the Charlotte skyline from up there, which is about 10 miles north of here. Now right there, Chauncey, that's what the Friends always used to do. That was a terrible hike. I remember that well from the 1980s. These are some of the old vintage rides that used to be here. Many of them no longer here. Alright, so I'll sit down and enjoy the ride.
Come together. The park opened to the public on March 31st, 1978, at a cost of $70 million. This was followed by an extensive three-year planning period headed by Charlotte businessman George Harrison Hall. Epoch Hall was inspired by a 1956 trip to Disneyland and by his dream of bringing the states of North and South Carolina closer together. The name Carowinds was inspired by the regional theme, representing the history and culture of the Carolinas and the blending of the roots of Carolina and Winds. In reference to the winds that blow across the two states.
We're turning towards the Charlotte skyline.
Carowinds still holds the title of being the only amusement park in the States that is situated within 2 states. Over the past half-century, Carowinds has seen major breakthroughs with the addition of world-class car rides, exhilarating live shows, and seasonal
Charlotte skyline.
Carowinds and Windy. The largest collections of roller coasters on the East Coast. Off in the distance, you will see our signature of its kind in the country. A true gigacoaster. With heights reaching 425 feet, 104, a length of 6,602 feet, and speeds of 95 miles per hour. This 2,600
Did you just say the Fury goes 95 miles per hour? Wow.
Another test of fortitude is Copperhead Strike, the Carolina's first double-launch roller coaster, located in the Oak Ridge Junction area, which is inspired by a family favorite area of delivering all the good vibes and good eats of the Carolina Highlands. As part of the 2023 celebration, 50 years of Carolina fun, Aeronautical Landing opened with 5 new rides and 2 new signature culinary locations. This new themed area celebrates the Carolina spirit of invention, exploration, and aviation. Families and friends have been making lifelong memories for more than half a century here at the premier entertainment destination of the Carolinas. We look forward to many more exciting adventures ahead. Thank you for riding the Carolina Sky Club and letting us share a bit of our history with you.
I believe I see our man.
And look forward to seeing you again soon.
See the van?
No, I can't make out. I see vehicles, I can't make anything out. Wow.
Pretty neat little way to cap off the evening, walking back to the vehicle. Okay folks, we've just finished up at Carowinds tonight. This is Pass Holder Day, Friday, March the 8th. So have our son Dylan here with us. I think you might have been in a video with us before. Two, okay. So anyway, everybody, we'll start with you tonight. Just kind of tell us about your evening. You come here a lot.
I come here a lot. I live here. You know, it's good to be back. I'm becoming more partial to SeaWorld. SeaWorld's the best place in the world. But, you know, Carowinds is nice. It's local. One thing, you know, it's a little sad is the Intimidator. You know, they changed it. You know, Dale Earnhardt's a good man. He loved North Carolina. Fantastic guy, believe me. So to have the name of the ride changed to Thunder Striker, you know, it's very weak.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Is that a change just this year?
This week, yeah.
This week, okay, yeah.
It's permanent.
So
Thanks, Teresa.
So it was named after Dale Earnhardt. So, yeah. Hate to see that change. Shaughnessy?
I had fun tonight, so I rode the, I want to keep on saying the Intimidator with him. That was my first
It's okay
ride.
to keep calling it
It's
that.
Intimidator.
The first ride of the evening, so that was like a little bit intense at first. Then we rode the Fury. I told him, even though it's supposed to be higher and faster, I said it didn't seem like it. Maybe I was just used to the rides, but I had fun tonight.
Yeah, and I did not ride the Intimidator or the Fury, but I rode pretty much everything else y'all rode. The Copperhead, I remember that being my favorite ride from the last time I was here. I don't remember why, because I came out of my seat first thing, and that's something I don't like to do, but that's a pretty intense ride. That's probably the most intense ride that I rode tonight. The Flying Cobras, that was pretty good, had fun. So, since we had Dollywood passes last year, we got Carowinds passes this year. We're going to be back a lot this summer. Shaughnessy, make a comparison between the two parks, the pros and cons.
This one seems more thrill-seeking. You know, you seem like you got faster, bigger rides here.
Yeah.
Dollywood is just, I don't know, Dollywood was fun. You know,
Yeah.
it had nice rides and stuff like that. It just, I don't know how to describe it.
Well,
But this is fun too.
yeah, they're different. If you want really intense roller coasters, come here, because I would say the Eagle's the biggest thing. Dollywood has the Flying Eagle. It would probably be 3rd or 4th most intense if it were in this park. So yeah, if you're just looking for intense, thrill-seeking roller coasters, this is the place. If you're looking for something with a lot better shows, Dollywood's the place. So they both have their things to offer. Dollywood has a lot of shows, a lot of the mountain crafts and things like that. So if that's your thing, Dollywood's great. But if you're just into roller coasters, you ought to give Carowinds a try here in Charlotte. I guess I say Charlotte. We're actually Fort Mill, South Carolina, right on the border. So anyway, we'll be back a few more times this year, actually several more. I don't know how many more videos. I know we'll do one at Christmas, maybe the fall. So hope you enjoyed this. If you like this video, like and subscribe.
And find and follow us on Facebook.
And have a blessed day.